Hi, and welcome back to The Boss Man. I am Nathaniel Rufflejantz. So, today, I'm going to talk about a topic that keeps coming up rather frequently in our staff chat and a lot of fan debates. What Zelda game should get an HD remake next? Now, I quantify HD remake because we are getting Majora's Mask 3D later this year. Or if you're watching this later in the year, it's already came out. But the point is that we are already getting a new 3DS remake this year. So what's the next HD remake going to be? Obviously, they're not going to stop at the Wind Waker. They have a lot of different avenues that they can go down. And I know some people even want to go as far as to say The Legend of Zelda for the NES needs to be completely remastered and redone in 3D and brought back. And that's obviously on the table too. Now, when I look at a remastering or an HD remake of sorts, I don't think they're going to do it until the next Nintendo console. Heck, they might even do it as a launch title for the next Nintendo home console, let me reiterate there. But there's a lot of ways they could go. Now, obviously, there's two primary games that come up for remakes. There's Twilight Princess, which, came out in 2006 for the Wii and the GameCube, and, it looks a little dated. Obviously, we've seen some HD texture packs for it from the Dolphin emulator, but that would look, absolutely gorgeous being redone in HD. Especially since the Wii U tech demo kind of showed us what could really happen if they really go all the way with the remastering. And then there's Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword looks superb in HD. It almost, that impressionistic look they went for to kind of make up for the fact that the Wii couldn't do HD graphics, looks even better in HD. It's actually quite shocking, some of the footage I've seen for it, and this is just from an emulator. This isn't an official Nintendo remaster or looking at it in terms of what little touches they could add here or there. Like they added a completely new lighting engine in the Wind Waker HD, and that's the kind of nuances that you could add to an HD remaster. So what are they going to do? What should they do? I'm torn. On one hand, I want to see Skyward Sword in HD. I love motion controls. I think we're done with motion controls in terms of the Wiimote for Zelda games. I don't think we're going to get another Zelda game that uses them. So part of me is like, oh, we really should go down that route right now. Like, get it out for 2016, which is the 30th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series. Get it out, and that could be the big game for that year, kind of a celebration, the last hurrah, because, the Wii U will be probably in its final year, and, motion controls might not be present in, like Wiimotes might not work on the next console, so get it out of the way right now. And I would love to personally see that. However, I think in earnest, we're probably going to get Twilight Princess HD. And I say this because if they're going to launch a new HD Zelda game, remastered game, for the next iteration of home console hardware, one good way to ensure the maximum amount of sales potential would be to remaster one of the best-selling Zelda games in the entire series. In fact, it can be argued whether or not Twilight Princess is the best-selling game in the Zelda series. It all depends on how you want to count GameCube sales and Wii sales, and if you want to combine them or not combine them. Do you count Ocarina of Time 3D? Like, do you count the 3.5 million sales on top of the original sales, plus there's more digital sales from the Virtual Console? So there's a lot of ways you could look at what game is the best selling. But reality is that Twilight Princess is one of the best selling Zelda games at release to date. It ranks right up there in the top 3 or 4 games. So it would make a lot of sense if they remastered that in HD and got that going at the launch of a new console, which would actually be a bit ironic because Twilight Princess came out at the launch of the Wii console, so it would be interesting if like 2 generations later it was there at the launch of the next console as well. Completely remastered. And when I say remastered, I mean, remember that Wii U tech demo? Yeah, I'm talking like that kind of remastering. I think that would get people really excited to play this game and experience it again. And it is a wonderful game in its own right. And what's nice about Twilight Princess is that it was built with the motion control for the Wii, but it also had a traditional control setup on the GameCube. So it would actually work either way. So if they have motion controls and they go that direction on the next console, they can already do that. The game already exists with that built-in functionality. Or they can go to traditional controls, which, again, already exist. So it makes to me a lot of sense for them to use it to launch the next console, and to me that's what I want to see happen. Now there's some interesting prospects you could bring up in remastering, because we often talk about the 3D games and them being remastered, but what if we took a game like, say, Phantom Hourglass, and that got remastered into a console type game? So instead of this like top-down tap in the screen game, we get a full Wind Waker style remaster of it. I think that's a really interesting prospect personally, and I don't even like Phantom Hourglass. I mean, they always say there's no such thing as a bad Zelda game. Well, personally, I think Phantom Hourglass is a bad game, not just a bad Zelda game. But I'll get into that in another episode on why I don't like Phantom Hourglass and why I really, really love Zelda 2. Well, maybe I'll make that a dual episode. Like, here's a game that most people don't like and I love, and here's a game that a lot of people like that I don't love. I'll get into that some other time. But no, seriously, what game do you want to see remastered? Obviously Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are the two big ones out there, and I'm talking HD remasters, not portable remasters, although we'll probably get more of those too. Would you like to see them take Ocarina of Time, even though they already did it in 3D, kind of bring it up into HD? Would you like to see them do that with Majora's Mask, which, like I said, it's already getting remastered this year, feels a little soon. Or, maybe another game, maybe you want to see A Link to the Past. Maybe you want to see A Link Between Worlds come out. The Minish Cap maybe get remastered in HD. Really, you could take any of the games, if Nintendo really, really wants to, and remaster them in a full 3D HD experience. Even then, even 2D wise, you could redo the sprites and the textures and the graphic effects, and you could actually re-release it as a 2D game in HD. We've seen some art, some fan art that did that to A Link to the Past, with that raining scene on top of Link's house. It looked really sweet, and in HD it would look even better. So yeah, HD remasters. I want to see the Skyward Sword one personally come out next year. Twilight Princess I think is the most likely candidate, and is going to come out, like if I had to bet money down, I would put down all my savings right now that Twilight Princess HD remastered in the Wii U tech demo style will come out at launch of Nintendo's next new console. That's my bet. Not what I want Skyward Sword. That's my bet. I wanted to show off you guys might see some little figurines here. Obviously this is the Princess Zelda amiibo. It's funny, I own two amiibos now. One of them is Mario, and I don't know where Mario is right now. And one of them is Princess Zelda. I don't own the Link amiibo. Kind of sad. I do plan to get it eventually, but I think the Link amiibo is going to be around for a while. But I picked up Princess Zelda on the off chance that she ends up being a short supply amiibo. But now these things are kind of cool. They come from Gotcha Balls. They're cheap. They're like $3-4 a piece. I don't have, you guys might see me in a lot of Zelda shirts time to time. I don't actually own a lot of Zelda merchandise outside of those t-shirts. These are the first figures this is the first figure I had, period, for Zelda. I don't have a Nintendo Roid, which we did an unboxing video for. I don't own one of those. I don't have a Figma Link. I don't really have anything until I got this Princess Zelda. And as soon as I got it, I was like, man, I need to get more of these things. So then I saw these at GameStop, little Gotcha Balls. They're imported from Japan. I know this. But yeah, mostly because the text in it's in Japanese down here for the names. But like this is obviously Zelda, the little girl version of Zelda from Ocarina of Time, and I believe it says Ocarina of Time 3D on here, so it's even the new updated release. And obviously this is Zelda, Skyward Sword. This is Link, Skyward Sword. Now I'm missing his stand. I can't find it right now. What really sucks about the Link one is that because it's so long and how they fit the pieces in the ball, it bends the sword, as you can see. And if you actually look on his back piece, right here, his hilt is also bent. So the Link one, it actually doesn't fit really well on the ball. So I'm kind of disappointed that I got all bent out of shape like that. And what's really interesting here is Tetra. Now this is the Tetra. If you look closely, you can see it's the Phantom Hourglass Tetra. What's interesting about this is that Tetra is the wrong skin color. Now I've seen some people talk about this on YouTube before, and I didn't believe it till I got one myself. Yeah, if you notice, she is dark skinned, and she's not dark skinned in the game. She's a little bit tan, But this goes like this goes like next level in terms of how dark skinned she is. So, but still, I like the quality of them. They're obviously, they're cheap. They're not, they're display shelf little things. You're not gonna play with them and touch them. Like Zelda's legs come off. Like, look there, her leg just fell off. She's all one piece, so she's pretty solid, and Tetra's pretty solid. And it came with a little heart piece that I have over on my desk. But yeah, they're pretty cool. So if you guys are trying to look for, like, say you don't want to keep spending, the 12, 13, 14, 15 bucks you got to spend on the amiibos, depending on where you get them from, and you want more of the Zelda collection, you can get these little gotcha balls at GameStop. They're usually up by the register or over by the little tucked away Nintendo section they tend to do, which is where I found these ones. They have the counter in front of the store, and then they have the Wii U section kind of tucked in the back corner next to the counter. And on the counter, when you turn around, I saw the gotcha balls, and that's where I grabbed a whole bunch of them. I had 3 other ones besides these, but they're just some of the same ones as these. There are 6 characters altogether. The one I am missing, let me see, I've got 4 out here. I am missing Link from Phantom Hourglass, or you could say from Twilight Princess, because they are technically the Wind Waker, because they are the same Link. Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel to the Wind Waker, so it's the same character. And the other one I'm missing, I believe, is Child Link, or Young Link, from Ocarina of Time. So the 3 games they cover: Ocarina of Time 3D, Skyward Sword, Phantom Hourglass, and it's just Zelda and Link from each one. Tetra. She's not, even though at this point in Phantom Hourglass, she's Zelda. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, huh? So that's this week's episode. Sorry, I kind of showed off some stuff, but I like these things. If you guys want me to get some more Zelda merchandise and review it, maybe you want to see me pick up a figure from First 4 Figures, be sure to tune in next week, as we have a very, very, very special episode. I'm not going to quite spoil it for you guys yet, but it's going to be an episode you don't want to miss. Beyond that, we also have some special content coming up, including a new video coming out, hopefully this week. I have to talk to my video editor about that. Hey, Zach, hey, how's that video coming along, man? No, not Boss Man. This is Boss Man. Like, how is the video going on? That's it. You're fired. Just kidding. I can't fire you. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter at Nate Jantz, NateJanc, C as in cat. You can also follow Zelda Informer at Zelda Informer. You can follow us on Facebook at Facebook/Zelda Informer. Or you can obviously just go to our website and bookmark us, ZeldaInformer.com. Subscribe too. Yeah, do that subscribing thing. If you have any suggestions or any fan topics you'd like to submit for me to cover in future Boss Man episodes, be sure to submit them below in the comments on YouTube or on the website, on Facebook, wherever you guys happen to catch this video at. Alright, I'm sorry. I've been talking way too long. Stay classy, Zelda Informer.